Raise your hand right now. I don't care if you're in your bed, I don't care if you're at a desk, just raise your hand. Okay? Now I want you to raise your hand as high as you can. Why didn't you do that the first time? I want you to always give it your 100%, and this is why. But before I get into that, make sure to grab a notebook while I introduce myself. My name is Julian, and just around 3 years ago, I was a bullied skinny kid that had nothing going for himself in life. I was basically the definition of a degenerate, and that's when I found out what self-improvement was, and I decided to change my life around to who I am today. And that's why I created this channel, so I can help teens in the same situation as I was get on self-improvement and become the best versions of themselves. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, feel free to subscribe and join us. The reason you're not giving it your 100% is because your body is trained to put as little effort as possible while still getting the reward. So if you really want to succeed, you have to learn to give it your 100%. There's two ways that people fail. There's two ways that people don't give it their 100%. The first is by half-assing everything they do. They put as little effort as possible and in the end they get a minimum reward. If you put your least amount of effort, you're gonna get the least amount of reward. There's a friend that I had and he wanted to start self-improvement. So I told him he had to get a buzz cut. A buzz cut is basically the way you get a new identity. It's how you change into the self-improvement person of yourself. And he refused. He said that he's different, he doesn't need all of that, he's just gonna lock in either way. And you know what? He quit self-improvement after a month because he put the minimum effort and got the minimum reward. If you really want to get the reward, if you want to be the best there is, you cannot make excuses. You always have to give it your all. You cannot have a bad day because you cannot afford it. To become the best, you have to give it your all every single day, every single minute. You can't spend a single minute scrolling. You can't spend a single minute playing video games. You have to always give it your all. It's not about balance. Balance is when you succeed. But for now, you have to put your head down and you have to grind for at least 5 to 10 years so you can get to that success. You cannot succeed if you just half-ass it. I'm telling you this because I know that a lot of people do not do this. And I didn't do it for so long and I never got any success. The next way that people don't give it their all is by plan Bs. You might not realize it, but right now, you have a plan B for everything. If something fails, you probably have a backup. And this might seem like a good alternative, and it kind of is. It's safe. And that's the issue. A lot of people, although they're into self-improvement and they want to start a business, they're still in school. They're still getting their grades as high as possible and they're wasting time studying, doing all of that instead of working on their business because they want to work on that plan B. But the issue with this is that if you worry about your plan B, your plan A will fail. It is guaranteed. The issue with plan Bs is that you don't give it your 100% on your plan A. I know this myself. Everyone has probably known this. To explain this, I'm going to go over two scenarios. One guy only has his plan A. His life depends on the fact that his plan works, while the other one has a plan B. If it fails, he'll still have an alternative way to succeed, but it will probably have less success and will make him less money. But at least it's safe, right? This guy, if he fails, let's say after 2 years, both of them fail. Both of them have put in effort, but they haven't gone where they want to be. Who do you think is more likely to quit? The guy who has no other option, he has to succeed, or the guy who's got a plan B? Now let's go forward 2 more years. The guy that only has the plan A had to stick with it. He had to force himself to drink sewage water and eat cup noodles for years just so he can actually get to that success. While the other guy, he quit. He went to his plan B and now he's working at 9 to 5. Because he only had that one option, the guy with only the plan A forced himself to work 24/7. He forced himself to take the sacrifices that the guy with a plan B would not normally take, and he succeeded. Now his business is succeeding and he's making good money and he's never going to have to work a 9 to 5 in his life. This is what I want you to understand. If you don't give it your all, you will not succeed. You cannot spend a single minute wasted. If you really want to succeed, every single minute has to be towards your goals. You have to set proper goals. You have to set good goals, and you have to make sure every single minute goes towards those goals. If you understand this, if you know that you have to give it your all every single minute, no matter what it is, make sure you give it your all. You have to always give it your all. If you put 100% in, you will guarantee success. Well, if you go the traditional route and you have the plan B, you put as little effort in as possible while still trying to make progress. Like that one guy who says he never wants to work a 9 to 5. He starts a dropshipping store but never puts any effort in it. Do you really want to be that guy? Do you want to be the guy that makes excuses for himself so that he can still get a tiny bit of success but not the success he wants? No. Every single minute should be towards your goals. You should know exactly what you want to do, and you should know the exact steps that will bring you there. That's all I have for today's video. I will not waste any more of your time. I want you to make sure that you understand. Never half-ass anything. Whatever you do, make sure you finish it. Get it done. If you say you're going to do something, keep your word and do it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.